Welcome back to Kossi's Arsenal podcast. My name is Kossi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. This is my combined 11, Arsenal versus Liverpool. Now, I've seen so many teams out there. I've seen trash teams out there. I'm going to try to use my footballing knowledge. I'm going to be as objective as I can. Now, I'm an Arsenal fan, of course. I'm going to include more Arsenal players in the team as compared to Liverpool. But I'm going to use my footballing knowledge. I'm going to base on my statistics. And I'm going to give you a fairly and squarely good team. In the comment section, how many Liverpool players would you include in your combined 11 right now? How many Liverpool players get into the Arsenal 11, and how many of them would start? For us, if we're playing Manchester City tomorrow, how many Liverpool players would you include in that Arsenal team right now? That is what I want for you to do for me in the comment section. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the podcast as well. Now, in goal, it's very, very straightforward. I've gone with Alisson over Aaron Ramsdale. And this one is a no-brainer. Whoever has gone with Aaron Ramsdale, I don't understand the logic. Alisson is by far, for me, the better goalkeeper, the best goalkeeper in the league, and probably the best goalkeeper in the world. You look at what he's done over the years, and this season, right? This season, he has been the only bright spark in that Liverpool team. Honestly, he's been the only guy that you look at and you go, okay. Oh, the rest of the team has fallen off a cliff, but Alisson has actually stayed. He stayed with his good performances. He's standing there between Liverpool and the other opponents. Liverpool look dreadful this season. They look so poor, but Alisson has put in a very, very good performance. So for me, Alisson over Ramsdale, I think in every aspect of the game, whether it is ball playing, whether it is reflexes, saving, penalties, Alisson is the better goalkeeper. So if you are playing a game tomorrow, if you're playing Manchester City tomorrow, I would take Alisson over Aaron Ramsdale all day long. At right back, I've gone with Trent Alexander-Arnold over Ben White. And this one is controversy. This one is pure controversy. But I'm going to go with Trent Alexander-Arnold over Ben White. I've already said it time and again. Ben White is not a right back. And when it comes to ranking players, when it comes to combined 11s, he's always going to be dropped out. He's always going to be, pushed to the side. The reason is, even if I'm Southgate, I cannot take Ben White over Reece James. I cannot take Ben White over, Kyle Walker-Peters at Southampton because he's not a natural right back. So for me, it is a no-brainer again. Trent Alexander-Arnold, last season, some of the best goal involvements we've had from defenders, and this season as well, he's not started off very well. But I would just go with him because he's a natural right back. I cannot put Ben White over Trent Alexander-Arnold. Ben White is not a natural right back, and that's why I've gone with Trent Alexander-Arnold in that position. Of course, you can make any changes. You can agree. You can disagree with me, and I know many of you are gonna disagree with me on Trent Alexander-Arnold. I got no problems with that as long as you have a very good reason. Ben White, fantastic season. Is he a right back? No. Trent Alexander-Arnold, horrible season. Is he a right back? Yes, for me, that one just picks itself. Then the other player at left back, I've gone with Alexander Zinchenko. Now, this is a no-brainer as well. Ever since Alexander Zinchenko came in at Arsenal, he has been a very, very big revolution. He's been a very, very big signing for us. And at left back at Liverpool, it's either Robertson or Tsimikas. And you can see Jurgen Klopp is not really sure. Does he play Tsimikas game in, game out? Or should he play Robertson game in, game out? This season, it's been not very... It hasn't looked very good for Liverpool. Especially Tsimikas against Brighton, he was trash. He was absolutely trash. Then Robertson, what can we say? He has fallen off a cliff. I think it's now a whole year, right, that Robertson has become dreadful. His performances have become absolutely horrendous. So I've gone with Alexander Zinchenko over Tsimikas and Robertson. I hope Liverpool fans can understand. For me, Alexander Zinchenko by a mile, the better left back for both the teams. If I was playing tomorrow, I don't think I would call for the services of Tsimikas. I don't think I would call for the service of Robertson while I have Alexander Zinchenko. Now, the centre-back pairing is what is causing a lot of problems. And I've gone with Virgil van Dijk first and foremost. So, Gabriel Magalhaes is dropped in my opinion. We've always talked about Virgil van Dijk and how poor he was and he has been this season. But we need to give him some credit and we need to give him some respect. He is a formidable centre-back. I don't think there is any Arsenal fan right now in the chat or watching this video that would tell me, Kosi, if we're playing Manchester City tomorrow and we have to win this game, Virgil van Dijk doesn't get into the team. For me, every day, all day, Virgil van Dijk walks into the Arsenal team and he walks into that Arsenal 11. Now, is he one of the best centre-backs we have seen in the Premier League? No. In my opinion, no. I don't think he's one of those. I think he's overhyped a little bit. But, he's a formidable centre-back. So for me, Virgil van Dijk all day over Gabriel Magalhaes. Then partnering Virgil van Dijk is William Saliba. Come on, guys. I've already talked about he's the best in the league. He's the best in Europe. One of the best centre-backs right now, in the business. How can anyone say Joel Matip is better than Virgil van Dijk? How can anyone say, Joel Matip is better than William Saliba? I'm going to say this. Right now in the Premier League, there is no better centre-back than William Saliba. Whether you're playing as a game reader, whether you're playing as a sweeper, there is no better centre-back than William Saliba. That is my opinion. So, again, I don't have so many Arsenal players in this combined 11 so far. But William Saliba, Alexander Zinchenko, those two, I can put up my hand. They must be in the combined 11. They've been very, very revolutionary this season. And of course, given the age of William Saliba, and you look at what he does, the experience, the quality, I don't know anyone who would actually say William Saliba doesn't deserve to be in this team. Now, I played a 4-3-3. So in the midfield three, Ankerman, Thomas Partey. Right, so let's go with Thomas Partey at the best of the midfield. I've gone with Thomas Partey over Fabinho. This one is a no-brainer. Both of them have not started the season off very well. I think Fabinho, I don't know what is happening to his performances, but he's not the Fabinho we know. He's not breaking play enough. He's not aiding in the final third enough. He's like more of a shadow of himself, what he was last campaign. Thomas Partey on the other side, unless he's not fit. But when he has been fit, when he has been up to the standards, especially health-wise and fitness-wise, he's a beast. He's an absolute beast. When we can talk about the Tottenham Hotspur game, we can talk about some of the other games that he played this season. Whenever he plays, Arsenal win. Whenever Thomas Partey is in the team, Arsenal do well. Not necessarily winning, but we do well. Our midfield is functioning. Our midfield is lively. So I've gone with Thomas Partey over Fabinho this season. But even overall, I'm still thinking, Fabinho has been part of this greater Liverpool side, the winning team and all that. But if Thomas Partey has the same amount of quality and the same quality players around him, for me, Thomas Partey would be a better player than Fabinho. But anyway, for this video, let's go with Thomas Partey over Fabinho. The other two in midfield, I've gone with Thiago Alcantara over Granit Xhaka. This is bizarre, isn't it? I think this is what is going on in your head. Is he mad? He has already told us that Xhaka is one of the best central midfielders in the league right now. How can he put Thiago Alcantara over Granit Xhaka? I've just done it. I've just put Thiago Alcantara over Granit Xhaka. And I'm so sorry to Granit Xhaka because I never wanted to leave him out of the team. I thought about dropping Partey and then playing Xhaka. But then I said, I'm going to go with Thiago Alcantara in that team. And this is typically the reason why I've gone with Thiago. You think about the overall aspects of the game. You think about the ability of both players. And you think about the impact, Thiago Alcantara has created on this Liverpool side coming from injury. Absolutely magnificent. So I'll go with one Liverpool midfielder in this video. And that is Thiago Alcantara. No, look. Great shout to Granit Xhaka. Has had a very good season. I think he deserves to be in this team. But I've gone with Thiago, Thomas Partey, and lastly, Martin Odegaard. No Liverpool midfielder has created more chances, in my opinion, than Martin Odegaard this season. I mean, their midfield is anonymous. Their midfield is simply not good enough. And to give them Thiago Alcantara, I'm so generous. It should be Partey, Odegaard, and Xhaka, because that has been the best midfield apart from the Manchester City midfield. That has been the best midfield in the league. So I've given them Thiago Alcantara, but Martin Odegaard, for me, he walks into the Liverpool side. Whether it is against Henderson, whether it's against Fabio Carvalho, whether it's against any creative player in that team, he gets in there. Martin Odegaard, just superb for Arsenal. I think he's been set back by that little injury, but when he comes back, when his form comes back, he is a beast of a player, especially in terms of creating those chances and linking up play and controlling the game as well. Actually, this is what I would tell Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp. If they're looking for that kind of prototype of a midfielder, they should go to Norway and sign Vetlesen and Saltness. Those two players for Bodo Glimt. That is what they're lacking. That's what they are looking for. Brains in the midfield. Konrad Lima is also a very big shout out. Now, on the front three, I've gone with Bukayo Saka over Mohamed Salah. This is going to anger very many Liverpool fans, but this is why I've done it. Mohamed Salah has become a ghost after signing that huge mega contract. He has just vanished. He's become like Aubameyang. He's become like Mesut Ozil. And look, it's becoming more of a pattern. When these players sign mega contracts, when they sign big deals, they just vanish. They just become, they lose their footballing ability. Saka is the highest creator at Arsenal this season. No Liverpool player has created more chances than Bukayo Saka in this season. So for me, I would definitely play more Salah all day, every day. But not this season, not right now, right? I've given them Thiago Alcantara. I can't give them Saka. And of course, the moment I gave them Thiago, you thought something fishy was gonna happen. So I've gone with Saka. Again, Saka has not started off very well, by the way, judging by the standards that he set. Salah, the standards are too low. He needs to raise the standards. He needs to work on himself. Man, what is happening to you? What is happening to that 20-goal scorer without even penalties? What is happening to him? He's fallen off a cliff. He's really fallen off a cliff. Either the absence of Mane or the system or anything. But I think Saka has been better than Salah in this season. Now, on the left-hand side, I've gone with Roberto Firmino over Gabriel Martinelli. So I thought about Luis Diaz, Gabriel Martinelli, and Roberto Firmino. Down through the middle for me, it's a no-brainer. But to the left, that is where the question is. Roberto Firmino is flying for Liverpool. How many goals now? Is it 6? Is it 7 for Liverpool in the Premier League? There was no way I was going to leave him out of the starting 11, right? There was no way I was going to leave him out of my combined 11. And in terms of quality, in terms of ability, he's a player that I really cherish. He's a player that I really hold in high regard. So I've gone with Roberto Firmino to the left over Gabriel Martinelli. I think Martinelli needs to add to his game, score more goals, create more chances, make more assists, and all that. Overall, his game is good. I think overall, the better player would be Gabriel Martinelli because he provides just more than goals. He provides more than goals and just assists. But for me, Roberto Firmino needs to be in this team, and I've gone with Roberto Firmino. And down the middle is Gabriel Jesus over Darwin Núñez. So Liverpool fans might feel cheated. I thought about Darwin Núñez and I thought about Diogo Jota. Either way, whoever plays down the middle, Gabriel Jesus for me has been better. I don't think there is a centre forward this season, apart from Mitrovic and Haaland, that has created a shaking impact for their team than Gabriel Jesus. Strong, holds off players very well, scores beautiful goals. He's always there in the penalty area. His link-up play is very good. I don't think Darwin Núñez is up to the task yet. He will come around. He will be a success probably, but not yet. Diogo Jota, probably the injury he started with and the lack of game time have affected him. He will come around as well. We know he's a very good goal poacher, but currently, Gabriel Jesus is above all of them. The manager this season so far is definitely Mikel Arteta. The manager of the team is Mikel Arteta. Jurgen Klopp needs to work on a couple of things. He has to sort out who must be dropped, who must start, and all that. And I've looked at all these teams created by Liverpool fans, and I'm like, have you already forgotten the fury? Have you forgotten the disappointments you've been crying over on social media? It's a joke. called the season off. And when it came to doing a combined 11, they named over 9 Liverpool players. It's a disgrace. It's an embarrassment. Look, they just disrespect Arsenal. They just don't feel Arsenal are up there. But for me, I think I've given Liverpool the respect they deserve. Around 5 players in this team, around 6 Arsenal players in this team. It could have been 7 if Saka, if Saka is in the team. I think well deservedly, by the way, he should be in the team. It should have been 7. So I've gone with Alisson, Trent, Alexander Zinchenko, Saliba, Virgil van Dijk, Partey, Thiago Alcantara, Odegaard, Luis Diaz, not Luis Diaz, but Roberto Firmino on the left, Saka, and Gabriel Jesus. That is my combined 11 for Arsenal, Liverpool. What is yours in the comment section? I would love to know.